guys, welcome to Ginny Box. My name is Jinkor as usual, and if you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. And then if you haven't watched my previous videos, please go back and watch them. Leave some comments, tell me what you think, and make sure you like any post that I make, and also share with your friends and family. Yeah, so on today's topic, we're gonna be talking about the advantages of living in Canada. In order not to waste your time, let's just get straight into it. Number one on my list is healthcare. Healthcare in Canada is so top notch. You get me? Yeah, the reason why I'm saying this is that everybody is treated the same. There's no discrimination whatsoever. Yeah. I haven't been sick here before. I don't pray to get sick, man. I'm healthy. Yeah. But I've been to a hospital escorting somebody very close to me, somebody that I care about a lot. So, and I've witnessed how he was treated and all that. So, but with all that being said, the only disadvantage when it comes to the hospital side is because it has a very long queue. It's not easy to get to see the doctor. You gotta wait for hours, hours upon hours, Yeah, that's the only thing about it. But aside that, great. And it's free also, it's free. There's nothing like worrying about hospital bills or delivery bills that if, a person is about to deliver a baby, you don't pay nothing, absolutely nothing. It's just free. There's nothing like health insurance. You gotta pay. The state has to take half of it or some part of it. You gotta pay some part of it as well. It's just free for everything, surgery and everything. You get me? For checkups, whatever you want to do, just go do it. You understand? And also, if for instance you're going to a hospital for just a normal checkup, and then you go there and then the doctors get to find out that you have a hidden sickness in you, but you don't know, and then you feel like they should allow you to just go home, you got work or something. Nah, they're not gonna let you go. They're gonna make sure that they take care of you they're gonna lock you up. I'm not locking up, they're gonna hold you and make sure that they treat you before going. You don't pay for bed, how it is in Ghana and all, the number of days you spend in the hospital or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can spend 2 years in the hospital, you're not gonna pay a dime. You get me? Yeah. So that's one. And second on my list happens to be freedom of travel around the world. That's for passport holders. If you have a passport of this country, there's nowhere you cannot go. You get me? And currently, Canada's passport is higher than American passport because it has one more country one more addition to the countries they can go visa free than America. You get me? I think America is around 196 or something like that, and then Canada is around 197. Yeah, but I'm not sure about the figures, but Canada is one country more. So that's how come Canada tapped America on the world's strongest passport. So yeah, so we can go anywhere without no disturbances. For instance, when I was coming into this country the second time, when we got to Egypt to board our flight, there's this special treatment that we were giving to Canadian citizens when we were about boarding the flight. They asked the Canadian citizens to just exclude themselves from the normal queue because they're gonna be screened first to enter the flight first, because we are headed to Canada, so that's normal. You get me? Yeah, so that's one thing that I've experienced myself. So, and I feel like it should be part of the advantages. You get me? So number 3 on my list happens to be the credit system. Over here in Canada, you can take a car loan and then be paying it bit by bit until you complete it. And also you can take a phone loan as well and be paying it bit by bit until you complete it. But you cannot just stand up and be like, yo, you're gonna go claim a car or a phone and be paying bit by bit. Definitely, a phone it's not so huge, so they don't really matter whether your credit score is that good or not. But with a car, they're gonna run your credit score a bit and see how better you can do with payments and all that. You get me? And then it's also an advantage when it comes to buying a house. You get me? With a house, you would have to accumulate a certain amount of money and then go to your bank. and then your bank will just back you up to go purchase the house. Then you'll be paying the bank in bits. You get me? Until the number of years completes. Yeah. So, but that's one thing about owning a house in Canada is that you don't really actually own the house. You know, that's my disadvantage. You know, because it says on paper that you are the owner of the house, but when you want to do something around the house, you gotta go seek permission. Like example is like maybe you wanna dig, you wanna dig at the back of your house to plant something, or maybe there's a tree at the back of your house. You feel like cutting or something like that. You still gotta go, seek for permission, before you are able to do that. Something that belongs to you. You get me? Yes, but that's how the system is. So what are you to do about it? You just go with it. Yeah. So, and with the car loan as well, yeah. When you done paying the car, of course it's yours. So it doesn't really have any issues like that, unlike the house and the phone too. Yeah. So it's not just that. You can even buy a whole lot of things on credit, but the major ones is just what I mentioned to you. Yeah. So yeah, the credit system is also good. And also here, as compared to, African law system and all that, here the law is really, really, really working. I'm not gonna lie. You get me? Here, nobody can cheat you. Nobody can illegally grab your property and not wanna release it or something like that. You get me? Yeah, it's not about who you know or something like that. Maybe there is about who you know, because who you know is everywhere. But on majority of the cases, when they get to the courtroom, my brother, it doesn't matter who you are, man. You get me? Just don't get yourself to your courtroom, because you're gonna be judged according to the law of the country. You get me? So, if somebody takes something that belongs to you, or somebody refuses to give you what you are due, you can take the person to court. But no matter how big the company is, you can go sue the company, and then there are lawyers willing to fight for you. Like, they are just there waiting for something like that to happen, just to and they're gonna push in for you. Like, some of them will not even take no penny from you, because they know that when they win the case, huge money is gonna come. So maybe you just make an early agreement. Yo, I want you to follow my case for me and make sure that we win the case. I'm gonna give you this percentage. You get me? Or the person will be like, yo, give me this percentage when we win the case. But at this point, if you cannot pay me, no worries. Like, there are people like that waiting for that to happen. Like, yeah, so that's it. And one advantage also is that the safety. When I say safety, the road safety, like, it's crazy. Canada has so much road signs, like road laws, road signs, road safety examinations and all. You get me? So the point I'm trying to make is that in order to acquire a driver's license in Canada, you gotta go through series of stages. You get me? You gotta go to G1, G2, and then G finally. You get me? So with all this, it's just to prep you to come to the road. You understand? So that you can drive carefully. You get me? So that you don't get any accidents. You get me? But unfortunately, where I live in Brampton, it's crazy driving with all that, with all those series of stages you have to pass to be able to acquire a G license. Like, so what solves accident really is not how long it takes you to acquire a driver's license, but it does help. So yeah, that also. Yeah. And final on my list could be debatable. Yeah, it's subjective, because as compared to America and this place, when it comes to the immigration issues and all, I think here it's a bit fastened than America. Sometimes America, it takes years and years before you are called for your first court hearing. You get me? But here, I think they move a bit faster than America. You get me? Yeah, but the guarantee of success is just strictly luck. You get me? It's just strictly luck. It doesn't matter what proofs you got to back your claims or whatever. It's just strictly luck. When God's on your side and you are being honest, you are being truthful, which I know my people are always truthful. My people in America, in Canada here, trying to seek asylum and all. I know their stories are true, like true stories, but sometimes the kind of evidences they gotta provide to back it, it's crazy. Sometimes uh sometimes they don't meet um the expectation of the judge, because they didn't know that they would require all this to prove their case. But that's what it is, you know. You still got to prove it. Yeah. So like I said, with this, it's subjective. Maybe somebody in America will be like, yo, America's system is faster than this side. And me being on this beautiful platform talking about, yes, I mean, Canada's system faster than America, you know. So yeah, it varies. It's still subjective. So yeah. Also, with jobs, I think it was easy to get a job in the past, but right now, job searching is really, you know, really hard right now. It's not easy for you to find a job at this point. But let's say a year or two ago, it was, you know, there were jobs everywhere. But because of the lots of immigrants that have come into the country, and maybe the students also that have come into the country, so it's kind of, you know, a bit hard for you to get a job and all. But I think everything is moving good now, though, because yeah, people are getting to find jobs and all. Yeah, at first you could just lose your job, and then the next morning you start another job. But now it could take you a month searching for a job and not get it. But all in all, there are a lot of jobs in Canada. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So that brings us the end of the segment. These are the advantages that I've seen, or I've been able to accumulate. I'm sure that's not all of it, but those are the major ones that I know of. Yeah, if you know any of them, you can comment under the comment section. We learn daily from just anybody, you know. So yeah, thank you for watching all throughout. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for like everything, you know. I really appreciate you guys so much. So keep watching. Make sure you watch my previous videos as well, and my future videos. If you haven't clicked on the post notification sign, please do that, so that we can get ourselves updated with every video that I'm going to put. I love you guys. Bye.